everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. It looks like we need to face this winter battle since we are today, December 1st, the last month of the year, the first day. And as you can see, December Dichi is equal to 10. 10 is completion, judgment, destruction. Okay, so let's get started. Last Thursday when I was working on my previous video, I saved several documents and this is what I've seen. 3 documents saved the next day at 1:22 a.m. So 122 strong means gold or red, which is scarlet. It looks like everything is pointing towards to somewhere between mid-December to the end of December. So stay ready, keep looking up, and stay vigilant. So I believe all the warnings for the start of the war from last year will happen towards the end of December, which is when the sun is the center of the galaxy. Right now we're in Ophiuchus, which is Jesus, the 13th constellation. So that's why all the chaotic events started to mature. The constellation Pleiades is personified by 7 sisters in many mythologies. In Solomonic lore is the demons Clothed and her sisters' deception, strife, jealousy, power, error, and the worst. Solomon bound them and forced them to dig his temple's foundation. Astronomy confirms the accuracy of the Book of Enoch. I have discovered something very interesting in the Book of Enoch. In the 18th chapter, he is describing a journey with the angels, where they are flying in an angelic spaceship southwards on the earth and coming to a place where there are pillars of heavenly fire. To me, this sounds like they were flying over Africa from the Middle East and coming to the South Pole and watching the Southern Lights. Enoch describes how he is passing several mountains, which quite well fits in with the mountains in East and South Africa. He passes over where the waters collect, which obviously is where the oceans gather south of Africa. Then, when they come to the place further south, he sees a deep rift or abyss, which would suggest that Antarctica at that time was free from ice. And we know that there are ancient maps that seem to depict Antarctica as an ice-free landmass. Now, over this abyss, where the heavenly fires goes up and down like immersed pillars, there are 7 stars. This is, of course, not stars here on Earth, but stars hovering over the South Pole horizon. A well-known formation of 7 stars is the Pleiades. Where the stars Enoch saw the Pleiades, several things seem to confirm this. Firstly, the angels tells him that certain fallen angels were to be bound to those stars because of their mingling with women on earth. This story is very similar to myths in Greece and Mesopotamia. In the Greek myth, 7 women were put in the starry heaven because of their mingling with the Titans, by which they were made pregnant. This is also a clear parallel to Genesis 6, and in Enoch, which describes the story in detail, we read in the chapter after chapter 18 that the women who were seduced by the fallen angels were to be imprisoned together with those angels among those 7 stars. These Greek women were called the Pleiades, and thereby we know that those 7 stars in Enoch must be the Pleiades. Then there is also a myth from Mesopotamia, where 7 demons were bound as 7 stars in the sky. Also, here those stars are identified as the Pleiades. The star formation was very well known to all the ancients because of its beautiful appearance and for its role for agricultural dates. Thus, we can be quite sure that the stars Enoch saw on the horizon above Antarctica were the Pleiades. This, of course, can be put to test with a modern astronomy program. At first, I wondered if those stars really can be viewed at the southern hemisphere of the Earth. It's a totally different sky there. So was my interpretation of the Enoch text true, or would an astronomy program debunk the whole idea? I opened the Stellium, which is a free download program, and entered the South Pole as the viewing position. Then I changed the date to 8,000 years back in time, and then I looked through the night sky around the celestial globe and found nothing. The Pleiades were not viewable from the South Pole 8,000 years ago, and they are certainly not viewable from there today. Then I put the date back to the time of Christ and found nothing. The Pleiades were under the horizon all the year and all day and night at that time. Then I set the date, the time of the Noah's flood, about 2300 BC. Nothing. But that moment I thought my idea was destroyed. Clearly I thought one cannot see these stars on the other side of the earth. I should have understood that from the beginning. But then I remembered that Enoch lived a couple hundred years before the flood. In fact, more than 700 years before the flood, between 622 and 977 after the creation of Adam, which is about 3000 BC. So with my last hope and with a great feeling of excitement, I put the date to 3000 BC and started to rotate the scene. And there they were. The Pleiades could be seen at that time just above the horizon at the South Pole. Because of the precision of the equinoxes, they had a time window in that age when they were just visible above the South Pole horizon a certain time of the year. Since then, they have never been seen from such southerly positions on Earth. I think this is stunning evidence that the Book of Enoch really is written before the Great Flood, and that he really did travel with the angels of God in some sort of a flying vehicle around the world, and also into outer space, which is depicted in other parts of the book. And I, Enoch, alone saw this vision, the ends of all, and no man has seen them as I have seen them. Enoch 19:3. Now let's take a look at this picture. You can go to A Call for an Uprising channel to watch this video. And the person on the left-hand side, I don't want to mention his name in case of YouTube try to ban my video. He looks like a hologram, doesn't look like a human being. Maybe it's just me too sensitive, or actually, they're using hologram technology to project the people on screen and conduct the interviews, and maybe they are all hiding in underground bunkers already. And the person on the right hand side looks like hologram too, but not as obvious as the person on the left hand side, that sucker being. Anyway, you can judge for yourself.